Two featherweight champions and Jake Paul in action. It was a busy week for boxing. Let's check it out.
What a fight, boxing fans. Raymond Ford proves he's for real as he scores a 12th round stoppage over the previously undefeated Obertek Komoltov. What a classic. Komoltov appeared to have the advantage in the early rounds, looked a little bit too big, a little bit too tall, a little bit too strong, and a little bit too accurate, especially with that jab. However, in the middle rounds, Ford started to come back into the fight, landing precise, sharp combinations. Ford hurt Komoltov badly in the 7th, but Komoltov rebounded. It was give and take in the later rounds. A series of punches by Komoltov badly cut Ford under his eye. Going into the last round, Komoltov was ahead on 2 of the judges' scorecards. However, Ford proved his fighting heart and he came out firing. He soon hurt Komoltov. The referee could have arguably called a knockdown but didn't. Ford wouldn't be denied at this stage. He continued to pour under pressure. Komoltov was badly hurt and the referee dived in to save him. Tremendous performance by Ford, who showed amazing fighting heart. Reigning IBF featherweight boss Luis Alberto Lopez impressed yet again, stopping mandatory contender Raymond Ford in 8th round. There's something unusual about Lopez. Lopez is a really strong, powerful, unorthodox fighter. At times against Ford, he seemed to be stood square on. He keeps his arms completely straight at times when he punches, but his sweeping shots and body shots, especially that sneaky right hook to the body, were beautiful. Lopez was way too strong for Ford. He closed his eye in the 2nd round, with Lopez dominating the fight. In the 8th round, he lifted his right glove to signal to the fans that he was going to finish it. He then unleashed a furious two-fisted assault. Only a few of the shots got through, but the referee had seen enough. Very impressive performance by Lopez, who remains an extremely exciting fighter to watch. On the undercard, prospect Troy Isley, now 12 wins, no losses, 5 knockouts, scored a 7th round stoppage over Marcus Hernandez. To the surprise of absolutely no one, YouTuber 10 cruiserweight boxer Jake Paul destroyed the inactive and completely obscure Ryan Berland in 1 round. This was target practice for Paul, who battered Bale into the canvas just as the bout was waved off. Time was 2 minutes 37. This is Paul's 2nd straight first round KO against very poor opposition. After the fight, Paul declared himself the face of boxing. No. And he called out Canelo Alvarez. No. Although, to be fair, I would like Paul to fight somebody like Canelo so he could get his ass kicked. Anyway, the circus rolls on, with the main event of the Puerto Rican show being abruptly cancelled, with doctors refusing to clear Amanda Serrano after she failed an eye test, and the Jake Paul fight being an absolute joke. It fell to WBO light flyweight champion Jonathan Bomber Gonzalez to save the show, and he didn't manage it. Gonzalez retained his title with a tactical 12-round decision over Rene Santiago. He never really heated up this one, bit dull. Scorecards 116, 112, 115, 113 and 117, 111 for Bomber, who just outboxed Santiago. Elsewhere, Christopher Diaz scored a 2nd round stoppage of a Headley Scott. Diaz, a former world title challenger, hit Scott and scored 2 knockdowns, all courtesy of his left hook. Unsurprisingly, the 18,000 plus in attendance were promised refunds. In a fight for the European Light Middleweight Championship, Abass Baraou outscored Sam Eggington over 12 savage rounds. The German just had a bit more class than Eggington throughout. He was a bit more accurate, a bit faster, and a bit more power. However, the tall, rangy Eggington didn't stop coming. He took centre ring in the early rounds behind a busy jab, and at times he pushed Baraou to the ropes. He worked well with body shots, and every time Baraou let his hands go, Eggington stayed with him. Baraou is a former European amateur champion. He is also a bronze medalist in the World Amateur Championship. He nailed Eggington with a beautiful counter right hand in the 3rd round, which Sam took extremely well. Whether stood in the pocket or countering from range, Baraou always had a slight advantage over Eggington, although each round was close and competitive. In the later rounds, Baraou really did turn the screw. At one stage, he unleashed a barrage of, 4 or 5 right hands, which badly cut Eggington, but Sam always responded. After 12 rounds, Baraou was the winner on points. It was a great fight. Go and check it out, and please like and subscribe.